The first moment that I realized the Warcraft world was something special, it's probably when we had the signing at Fry's, the evening that it was released, and my friend James McCoy, who's our animation supervisor, and I were driving towards this event, and it was one of those things where like you'd see a couple of people, but you didn't realize what was going on, and you'd see more and more people, and they were all walking in this direction, and we were driving along, and we finally recognized that this was happening, and we were all sitting there like, I wonder if there's like a rock concert going on back here or something like that. We kept going and didn't really think about it until we got to Fry's and realized there was no parking and so on and so forth. And at that moment, we realized that all these people were walking in the same direction that we were going for the Fry's signing, and that was pretty special. I think prior to that, we had had a few hundred people at our signings, and at that one, it was thousands. I don't remember exactly how many, but that moment was pretty cool. So. A personal moment that really stands out to me playing a Warcraft game would have to be back when I was in college in 1998. I worked at a gallery and it was really small, and no one ever came in there. So the manager and I would switch shifts, and we would both play Warcraft 2. And for us, it was like, the real gem of the game was getting to the end of a level that had a cinematic. So he was always there more than I was, so he would be ahead of me in the game. And he'd always come back and say, did you get to the next cinematic? And, most of the time it was no, but every once in a while it would be yes. And then we'd have an hour-long discussion on how cool the cinematic was and how it's made and so on and so forth. At the time I was studying 3D at school, and he was studying painting. So for him it was all foreign. So it created these really great conversations, and it also made me realize that maybe going into gaming was the way to go. So.
So the moment I realized that the Warcraft universe was something special, I'd have to say it was probably one of the first times when you start World of Warcraft and you play as either Alliance or Horde, as a human or orc. And when you first jump into the game and you get that introductory experience flying through Elwyn Forest over Stormwind Castle, you've got the beautiful scenery, the landscape, the art to look at. You've got the just awesome voiceover giving you the backstory of what your character is all about, what your faction's all about. And it's that really immersive introductory experience for me that really just set the stage for what this game is all about and what you're about to get into. It really just sets the right tone, the right feel, and as soon as it plops you down right in your starting area, you know you're in for something special. So one of the my most memorable favorite moments of playing the Warcraft games, again, has to probably key in on some of the art and the story. When playing Warcraft 3, and there's the cinematic when Arthas is coming home, there's one shot in particular, and I think everyone would recognize and remember what it is. It's the one where he just knocks open the gates with his two sort of sentries walking behind him. And it's just that shot, the way the gates fly open, like they're empty and hollow, and he just proceeds right into the camera, and he's silhouetted against the overbright sky in the background. It's just such a memorable, imposing moment of the cinematics that I just remember watching that and just getting chills in my spine and going, that is an epic scene.
The dwarf starting zone in World of Warcraft, the first time I saw Ironforge was really special. It's like this mountain kind of rising above the snowfield, and there's all these extra like little buildings and towers sticking out of there, so you get the impression the thing is just gigantic. And you go up this ramp up to the front gate, everything is like, even though they're little dwarves, everything is huge and out of scale, and there's a great sense that the place just goes on and on. You don't see a lot of it in there, but you know that this whole mountain is just honeycombed with tunnels and stuff. Very epic. I think my favorite gamer moment, I'm gonna go to World of Warcraft. First time I fought Onyxia the dragon was really epic. I mean, it's this gigantic dragon, and I always thought Blizzard really did dragons right. I mean, they felt like a big opponent. It was something scary, not just something that you carve through by the thousands. We killed Onyxia. I was a protection warrior at the time. I had my book all ready to get, the Quell Sarar, and plunging it into her body and all that. It was just like, I think that was the first time I realized you can still feel like a hero even in an MMO with lots of other people around.
The first moment that I realized Warcraft was something special was probably the first BlizzCon I was able to go to, and that was working here at Blizzard and going. It was just such a different experience seeing that many people that care about the game, and I think it was the fact of seeing not only people that were my age and like my friends, but seeing families that showed up to BlizzCon and they brought their kids and they were coming up to the stage and wanted to talk to us, and just seeing the impact that the game has on, you know, such a wide variety of people. Because I think working on it here, we just think that other gamers play this game, but as it's grown and gotten bigger, I think that our influence continues to get larger. And you know, I didn't really see that until I got to go to BlizzCon and just seeing how many people were there and how much they care about the game, not just as a game, but as kind of like it's something that they do with family and with other people. And it was something a lot bigger than I had expected. I definitely played all the Warcrafts or before World of Warcraft, but I think definitely the biggest moment for me was definitely the first time that we killed Ragnaros in World of Warcraft. I was in a guild working here. I was working here at Blizzard, so actually I killed him at my desk after work one night because we were raiding here. And I think that moment we screamed because we were on voice chat and everyone yelled at the same time when we beat him for that first time. And it just felt like that thing of getting that accomplishment with 40 other people. Had never really done that in another game before, where you work with so many people together to get something done. And that was vanilla WoW, so it was kind of like that first real big boss in the game that people could actually take down.
Well, yeah, I think all the Warcraft games have something special to it, but the first time I think I realized it fully was during Warcraft 2 development. Warcraft 1 was a great game. It was a lot of fun, did really well, but I don't know, something about Warcraft 2, it just felt like it was coming together. The idea was solidifying. The game was that much more fun and interesting. And when you put all the pieces together, there was just some sort of magic that made it more than the sum of its parts.